Good afternoon, everyone. Cody910 here, and today I'm going to be answering your questions. I put up a blog post a few weeks ago asking you to ask me some questions, and I would answer them with my voice, and it's been a couple weeks, longer than I expected it to be. I'm sorry about that. Things been a little backed up for me. I've been having some issues lately, but things are good, so let's just go ahead and jump right into the questions. I'm going to start with the short, goofy questions first, and then we can get into the more convoluted answer questions as well later on. So here we go, let's get started. How many eggs can you fit into your mouth? I wouldn't know because I don't like eggs at all, in any form really. How would you describe the awesomeness of alpacas? Well, they're really poofy and they're kinda cool. Don't they spit, or is that another animal I'm thinking of? I don't know. Do you believe in the power of Old Spice? How does one go about opening a jar of pickles with their feet? The best way I would think is to take the jar and kick it into a wall and hope it breaks. Or something. Or if you have really sticky feet, I guess you could kind of like peel the lid off with your toes gripping it or something. I don't know. Good luck with that. If that's a dire situation, good luck with that. Do you even lift, bro? Do you even originality, bro? Can you prove that reality exists while you're asleep? Put up a camera of you sleeping, I guess. I don't know. How do you prove that Derpy ate the muffin in this comic? Like this. Why are you so goddamn awesome? I'm actually not that awesome, I'm just a good actor. I fooled you all. And myself. Is your body ready for the Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright crossover? Oh god, I can't even. Do you has what it takes to join the Homestarmy? Homestar Runner is dead! Is it true that everything you touch turns to gold? No. How often do you talk to Big Macintosh? We get together every other week for poker night. All he ever does is complain about how disappointing his relationship is, though. Do you have a top hat and monocle? If not, why? I actually do have a top hat, and I do wear it every now and then. No monocle, though. I can't have anything else over my eyes. I have enough crap in them already. Alright, so that's all the short answer questions. So now we're going to get into the more convoluted ones. Some people have asked multiple questions, so I'll go ahead and just take them down one by one. And the first one we have is, you're one of the most prolific authors I'm aware of. How do you find time to write? Honestly, it's not that hard for me to find time to write. I mean, as of late, I've been kind of slow, but I'm usually not that busy, so finding time to write is not that difficult. It's really just more finding the motivation to write for me. Because how I write in one big section. I don't like cut it up into small parts like 30 minutes a day or anything. Just when I'm ready to write, I sit down, hammer myself in, and just start writing. I usually finish a chapter within one sitting, which can be a few hours long, or depending on how long the chapter is. It's like a 4,000 word chapter would take me about 5 hours to write, maybe 6, depending on how often I get up and walk around and whatever. But usually when I start a chapter, I finish, so finding time to write is really just, do I feel like writing it right now? And as of late, I have not been having that very often, much to my disappointment in myself. Anyway, okay, so thank you for that question. Next one is, what are your opinion on moths? I hate them. They're annoying. Are you gearing up to have your own shipping verse like other authors? If I had planned that out from the beginning, I probably would, but as it stands now, I don't think I could pull that off very well anymore. The problem is, when I started writing, I didn't really have any of those little connections between any of my stories, because I didn't have all of my stories planned out when I started writing. I started with Rejuvenate, I threw it out there, not expecting very much to come out of it, and then I started writing Scorch, then Turbulence, then so on and so forth. And I started getting ideas like by the piles, but when I started I only had one idea, so I couldn't connect it to other ideas that I had because I didn't have any at that point. So as of now, I think it's a little too late for me to pull that off, like at least pull it off in full. So I don't really plan to do that, no. In fact, the only connections I have in any of my stories are between Scorch and Rejuvenate, in which the character Dr. Koshin appears in both of them. Other than that, I don't think I can't recall any connections I made between them, so no, I'm not gonna do that. And plus, I'm not smart enough to pull that off. But anyway, how often do you get ideas for an underused character? Not very often. It comes every now and then, but it's not like I have reservoirs of background pony number 432 or whatever. No, I don't have any of that. If they come to me, they come to me, and if I like the idea, then I'll probably put it on paper and put it out. So, whatever. So yeah, that's that question. There's those. Thank you for those. Next questions.
What is your name? What is your quest?
To find the monkey grail in the holy shrine, or I don't fucking know.
What is your favorite color?
It's either cayenne or orange. I'm kind of torn between the two. And lastly, who is your favorite author on this site? Favorite author. I don't think I have any one sole favorite author, because I've had so many inspirations and there's so many whose styles I like. I don't think I can pick just one favorite. I have favorites, but I don't think I can have just one overarching holy grail of the author that I like. Some of my favorites include Crowley, Wearing Gears, Keroboros, The Gentleman Creeper. Who else is there? Well, I can't think of anything else right now. Probably just I have more, but I just can't remember the names right now. If I see their avatar, I can remember, but I can't. I just not off the top of my head. So those are about all I can think of off the top of my head. But as of just one big overarching favorite, I don't have one. So thank you for those questions. Oh no, thanks to all the short answer questions I did first. I forgot to say thanks to those. Okay, so anyway, next questions. What got you into writing pony fan fiction? What happened a long time ago was how I got into it. Well, how I got into pony fan fiction in general was a friend of mine who is now like a retired brony, I guess you'd call him. I don't think he's just not into the show very much anymore. He showed me a bunch of ship fics a long time ago when I got into fandom. And then at first I didn't really care about it at all. I was kind of like, whatever, ponies loving, I don't really care. But then, after a while, after he pestered me enough, I finally decided to sit down and read one. The first one I read was Fell into the Right Hooves by... oh my god, I can't remember the name of the author. Anyway, Fell into the Right Hooves, which is a Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy ship fic. It's pretty simple and kind of basic, but whatever. I loved it. I still love it. That was the first one I read, and after that I just kind of like started jumping around to more romance fics, and then eventually going out of romance to like comedies and dark fic, which I hate now. I can't write. I don't like dark fics at all. So I kind of started spreading out after that, and then eventually I came across some other stories like The Gentleman Creeper's Candy Sutra, and I kind of started writing my own from there. So yeah, thanks to my good friend Aaron for putting me into that. It's his fault. So blame him. He doesn't have an account on Fanfic or anything, but yeah, blame my good friend. It's his fault that I'm writing. So anyway, next question is, who is your favorite pony? Fluttershy. I mean, isn't that clear? Haven't I made that clear? Also, and last question he asked, what's the best joke you've heard? My love life. So thank you for those questions. Next question is, do you ever go back and read your own stories for any reason other than proofreading, or can you simply not read your own work like any other story? I do go back and read through some of my stories every now and then, but I don't really get anything out of them because it's like I already know what happens, so it's not like it's new to me. I mostly do just kind of like go back and see where my roots are and where I've been and where I've come from and where I'm going even, but as for like trying to get a thrill out of them, I can't do that. I don't know. Can anybody do that really? So, yeah. I do go back and read them. Not very often, usually I just kind of pick a random chapter in the story, like one of my favorite chapters. Like the chapter in Turbulence, I think it's chapter 4, the one with Roy, where Roid Rage first appears. That chapter, I read it all the time, just because I had so much fun writing it, and it was amazing to me, and it still is amazing to me that I pulled that off. I go back and read that all the time, just because it's funny to read. So yeah, that's So yeah, that's the answer to that question. So thank you, Whirring Gearsy, for the question. Okay, next question is, what inspires you to write? Well, a lot of things, actually. What inspires me to write? One of the biggest inspirations for me is music. A lot of my stories are based on a song or have been influenced by a song at some point. I mean, Scorched, Turbulence, Novelty is gonna have a little musical ditty in it. Yeah, just a lot of my stories have music and have like musical roots in them. Other inspirations include art, like Those Golden Eyes was inspired by a little gif of Derpy that I saw. Other inspirations include just other people's writing. I mean, that's kind of why I started, is because I read other stories and was like, okay, I gotta try this. So, yeah, there's that. So, thank you for that question. Next question is, if you were to choose between meeting your favorite pony and world peace, what pony would you meet? Ooh, that depends on how you define meet. Like, meeting the pony. If you mean meet as in, like, I get to spend one day with them, and then that's it, I'd probably take Pinkie Pie, because I'd like, I mean, just, why not? Have the party of my life for the one day I get to meet her, then just, like, go all out and be stupid, have fun with Pinkie Pie, because she throws the parties, man. But if you mean something along the lines of, like, I know them, but nothing else more than that, just like friends, I'd probably take Applejack. I've always wanted to hang, I don't know, Applejack seems like she'd be kind of cool to hang around, she probably has some pretty wicked tales to tell, and I think it'd just be fun to hang around with her, just on a, as a daily, just two friends hanging out. But if you're gonna go into, like, romantic relationships with the pony, I'd have to take frickin' Fluttershy. I mean, duh, right? Why would I not say that? So, thank you for that question. That was a good one. I like that. Next question is, how did you hear of and join the fandom? I discovered the fandom by myself. I was playing Team Fortress 2 one day, and I started seeing pony sprays all over the place. Like, I mean, there was an entire freaking wall of pony sprays, and I was just like, what the heck? What? I was confused. I had no idea what was going on. And people were adding more and more. I think it was because I joined a server at random, and it just so happened to be a pony server, that there were so many pony sprays on the wall. I was just like, what? Okay, what is that even? I was confused, but I didn't really care about it at first, so I just kind of ignored it. But then one day I went onto Know Your Meme, and they had a post about how the My Little Pony image gallery had hit 10,000 images, and I was sitting there, and I was confused, and I was like, okay, what is this about? So I finally did some research. I read about it and how this brony phenomenon had come so big, and I was really intrigued. I was just kind of like, this is weird. I don't get it at all. And so I finally, after about a week or so of hesitating, I went onto YouTube, in private of course, I don't want anybody knowing about this. I went onto YouTube, I pulled up the first episode, I sat down and I was just like, okay, let's see what the fuss is about. So then I finished the first episode, I was still like, why am I watching? The entire time I was just asking, why am I watching this? I don't get it. Then I pulled the second episode up because, first episode is a cliffhanger, I gotta know what happens. Then I watched the third episode, and then the fourth, and then the fifth, so on, so forth, all the way through, until finally I had somehow managed to watch the entire first season, and was just like, can I go back and watch that one episode again? So, yeah, that's how it happened. I just kind of, Team Fortress 2 got me into it, amazingly. It makes no sense, but hey, here I am, whatever. So yeah, that's how it happened. Then eventually I started opening up more about it, and like everybody in my family knows now. I mean, I've got like freaking shirts, bags, necklaces, figurines, artwork, everything all over my room now. I even got a calendar right here next to me. So yeah, that's how it is, how it happened. There are my origins in the fandom. So thank you for that question. I like that one. Okay, next question. There's 4 of them. Which is the best fanfic you've ever written, ongoing or finished? The word best is kind of a subjective word. It'd probably vary with people, each person who reads my stuff, but I'm probably gonna have to say Scorched. I mean, I'm the most pleased with how that one turned out. I admit, there are things I could have done better. I mean, that's, any author could say that about their work, and there are things that I do know that I did, and I was like, I should have done this instead, but hey, it's still popular. People still love it today, and I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I'm truly happy with it. So there's that. But I'm also but as for not finished, I'm really excited for Novelty. I really think you guys are gonna enjoy what I got. I think you guys are gonna enjoy what I got in store for that one. So, you know, keep eyes on that one. Any thoughts on Alicorn Twilight? Before the season finale, I didn't care. After the season finale, now the season finale has aired and we've all seen it, I still don't care. I don't know. It did not bug me at all. I had friends who were all like, this is the worst thing ever, and I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I'm sorry. I can't be bothered to care about it. So, and I thought the season finale was decent. I mean, compared to other season finales, it's easily the worst of the 3 finales, but it's not horrible. I mean, just kind of whatever. It's over. And we have an Alicorn Twilight. And I assume from the posts on Twitter that some of the writers have been making that this is not the last we're going to see of this whole Alicorn story arc. There's more to it. So really, I don't mind. I just don't care. So until more about Alicorn Twilight has been revealed, I don't really care at all right now. And even then, I don't expect to care later on. So she's an Alicorn. Woohoo. I don't really care. What do you think of the removal of Derpy from the show? Okay, now that the season finale has aired and everyone has seen that she's appeared like, what, 4 times in that episode? I still want to address the fact that she was never removed. If she was removed, she wouldn't have been in the introduction, and there are even parts in it where you can kind of spot her. She kind of achieved Waldo status with this season, I think. If you want proof about it, go up to the search bar and go up to the YouTube search bar and look for Derpy is hard to find in season 3, and look for and get a video. Click the video that is the same name. You'll see what I mean. She was never gone. She was just in Waldo status. So yeah, there we go. Next question is, did you expect serious questions? Not in the slightest. So thank you for those 4 questions. Got a little controversy, and people probably hate me now for my opinions on those 2 things, but whatever. Next questions are, what is the meaning of life for you? To get by and be happy? I don't know. It's a goofy question. I don't like answering it. It's just, I mean, well, I don't know. For me, it's to be happy and just get by, like not worry about anything, but whatever. So I don't know. That's me. I don't know. It's a relative term. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying anymore. Have you ever been shocked by electricity? About 5 years ago, my dad had a taser, and he thought it'd be funny to shoot me in the ass with it. He was a state trooper, so he thought it'd be funny to shoot me in the ass with it. It was fun. It was really fun. I had a good time. Didn't feel good, but I had a good time. Will you answer my question? Why Cody 910 as a name? It's actually not as convoluted as people may think it is. Cody is my name, obviously. And as for the 910, that's not as deep as it may, people may think. I made the username years ago when I played Club Penguin. Back when I played Club Penguin, I made the username, and I needed a number to tack on the end of my name just because the name Cody alone was taken. So the first number that came to my head was 911, but I thought that's probably not a good number to put there. So I just snapped off the 1 at the end and put a 0. So 910 is not like a birthday or anything. It's nothing important. It's 910. Woohoo! Nothing special to it. I'm sorry, it's boring, but that's all that happened really. So yeah, thank you for those questions. The good ones. And the last question to answer is, what got you into wanting to write second-person fics almost exclusively? Like I said before, whenever I got into pony fanfiction, the stories that kind of sparked me to write were second-person stories. Gentleman Creepers, The Candy Sutra was the first second-person story I had ever read, and I loved it. At first, I was appalled by the idea, but I finally just took a chance and went in and did it. So it happened. So after that, I read many other second-person stories, and the story that finally convinced me to put my hand at it was Whirring Gears' Rainbow Dash fic #1. I still love that story. It's still one of my favorites, and that's the one that convinced me to try my hand at it. So that's how it happened. Writing them almost exclusively, I don't know. They're the only ones that I find interesting, really. It's not that third person. It's not that I don't like third or first person. It's just, I don't know. Second person is just funner to write, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just biased because it's the only thing I've published really, but I don't know. I just have more fun writing second person. I do have some third person fics in the works, mostly just joke fics, and they're not gonna be out for a long time, so don't get excited over those yet. But I don't know. Second person is just the most fun to me to write. I don't know. That's just how I am. And that is all of the questions. So, thank you everybody who asked questions. I hope you are looking forward to more of the writings I'm going to put out. I have a couple of extra new fics on the way, actually. You'll see those soon enough. So, yeah. Thank you for that. And thank you for all the questions. Thanks for all the support, guys. I'm still waiting for the day when I have to fulfill my promise to reveal my face. I really don't want to do it, but I made the promise, so I have to do it anyway. When it comes, I have 867 or something followers right now. So the count's getting there. Soon enough, I'll have to reveal. But so yeah, thanks for the support. Thanks for reading my stories, and yeah, have a good day, everyone. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. There's one question that I skipped. How is Babby formed? How is Babby formed? And how girl get pregnant? Well, they need to do way in stain mother, who kill their babbies, because these babby can't friggeth back. It was on the news this morrowing, a mother in AR who had killed her 3 kids. They are taking the 3 babby back to New York to lady to rest. My Perry are with the father who lost his children. I am truly sorry for your lots.
Oh! Many thanks!